Hanne Wassermann Walker was an extraordinary woman. She was born in 1893 in Vienna and lived in Austria up until 1938, when she had to leave due to the Nazi occupation of Austria. She was Jewish. She immigrated with her then boyfriend, future husband, to Canada, but by way of London, New York, California. The archive reflects both her life in Austria, her life in the United States, the brief period of time she spent in Europe, in London. There is quite a lot of material as well documenting her life here in Vancouver. A bookseller that we work with quite often, he's local. He approached me and Christina Laszlo, the archivist, and let us know that he had been contacted by a member of the community who had an extraordinary collection. And immediately when Christina and I encountered the archive and looked through the inventory that the bookseller had produced, we immediately knew that this archive, there's clear connections to Vancouver, to the local community here, which is one of our areas of focus. There's also this rich history in terms of physical therapy and exercise with a particular focus on women that we hadn't seen before.
The collection is remarkable for what it's telling and the way that it is actually telling the story. So this person that we're following through the materials in the collection led a fascinating life over many of some of the most momentous events to take place in the 20th century. And it's really a story that's communicated in these media of persistence and also survival.
One of the highlights, I think, here is to focus on the way in which this is not just an archive, but rather a matter of lived history. At the time when Hanne Wassermann was forced to leave Austria, she had already launched one of the foremost European gymnastics schools in the interwar period. She had a list of absolutely fantastic clients and friends, including Tore Fleischmann and Hedy Lamarr. All of these contexts place her in the body culture movement of Central Europe in the 1920s and 1930s. It is absolutely fantastic to see this come alive. We are absolutely thrilled to have her stay here with us in Vancouver.
Our interest in kinesiology is exploring the provenance of these systems and then understanding the way in which Hanne brought them to Vancouver and spent 40 years teaching some of these systems, doing massage, holding exercise classes in people's basements or in community centers, far from high society in Vienna, a completely different world.
It's just been overwhelming to see the support for keeping this collection together and keeping this collection in Canada. I'm just deeply grateful to all of the different individuals, foundations, departments. It's been a collective effort to keep this story here.